I want to ask you, what happened to your dreams? What happened though? Because this is the biggest problem I see. People are playing so small. They either forgot how to dream, they forgot their dreams, gave up on their dreams, are waiting one day to chase after their dreams. And this is the biggest problem. I mean, people are stuck in this life of mediocrity. They're in a cycle of bad habits. And they're just not striving for greatness. They're not striving for their dreams. And I mean, I've been a coach to countless clients, and I've seen this with countless clients. I've traveled and I've seen this at conferences and speaking gigs where people come over to me and share with me the struggles they're going through, and this is just something with which everyone struggles with. We just forget how to dream. We're just like living in this small life, and we're playing so small. And I want to talk about this for a minute, because people are doing just enough to get by. And there's this great line that most people, they die when they're about 20, they're not buried until they're about 85, because when do we die? We die when our dreams die. We die when we stop living with that spark of we're striving for something more. We're okay with being okay, and we're okay with getting by. And what I want to do is I just want to talk about how to raise our standards. How to live with that dream mind, because what I want to just delve into is this idea of conceiving of the greatest possible life imaginable. And I want it to scare you. I want you to imagine a life where you became everything you become, and like we just don't know what our lives would be like if we tried for that. I mean, we can barely fathom living such an extraordinary life. I want you to just imagine it with like the ultimate self-development, self-achievement, striving for greatness, spiritual greatness, relationships, finances, health, every aspect of our life. I want you to think about the ultimate life that you can live. I want it to scare you. Because if your dreams aren't big enough and they don't scare you, then there's something wrong with your dreams. And to put it more bluntly, if your dreams don't scare you, they're not big enough. So I want you to really think about who you are and what you're dreaming about, what you could be dreaming about. And I want you to, as opposed to that initial reaction of no, it's too big, keep getting bigger. Keep getting bigger. I want you to dream as big as you possibly could, and I want you to sit in a room by yourself, and I want you to really think, who am I? What drives me? What's my life like right now? What am I doing on a daily basis? Most people say, I don't have time. Look at your schedule. Look at who you're speaking to. Look at your phone. You can already tell who you are. You can already tell what's holding you back. You can see like what negativity are you surrounding yourself with? What are you feeding your mind? What are you feeding your body? What are you eating? Are you exercising? Are you sleeping enough? Just what is your life about? And then once you do that, I think that you start to realize, and this is what happens for most people, you realize that you're not really living your life, and you're not living your life to become the ultimate version of you. Very often we do so many things either because it's easy, we want other people to like us, and we live with this crazy idea, which is that if other people like us, then maybe we'll end up liking ourselves. But that's just, first of all, it's not true. That's number one. Number two is, if you're the type of person that just wants other people to like you, most people don't like those types of people. But very often, we spend so much time worrying about what other people think, we spend so much time trying to make other people like us, that we don't love ourselves. We don't invest in ourselves. And there's this idea that if you really want other people to like you, don't worry about making other people like you. Just work on becoming the ultimate version of you, because that is the person who most people are drawn towards, who they respect, who they look up to, who they like, who they want to be friends, want to have a relationship with them. But in order to want that, in order to get that, should I say, you have to stop focusing on it. Focus on yourself. Focus on becoming the ultimate version of yourself. Sit down and say, what drives me? Who am I? Who do I want to become? And then what you really want to do is you want to create this ultimate life dream, this ultimate life goal, this ultimate destination. And then you want to work backwards. Say, okay, what am I going to do this year to head me in that direction? What am I going to do this month? What am I going to do this week? And the year will head me towards my life goal. The month will head me towards my yearly goal. And my week will head me towards my monthly goal. And what am I doing today? that was going to have me, that direct me towards my weekly goal, which is ultimately towards my life goal. And this orients you, it structures you, it makes your life goal-oriented. Your day becomes meaningful, as opposed to so many people who just wait around saying, how do I kill time because I have nothing to do? You start having a goal-oriented life. Structure, a schedule that helps you, enables you, as opposed to cages you and holds you back. And what I really think is that this creates a system of success, and that's what you want to do. You want to create a system of success, the right environment, the right people, the right foods. You want to make sure that you're constantly feeding your mind, both empowering ideas, but also learning, growing, expanding. Never, ever, ever be okay with being okay. You can achieve so much more. And I'll tell you, you gotta stop making excuses. So many people make excuses, and they get to keep the limitations when they make excuses. I don't have time for this. I'm not able to do this. I'm scared. I'm just, my genetics, my friends. One day, when this happens, when that happens, and we live our life with the one day idea. One day I'm going to make things change. But it's not going to happen unless you get out of those relationships that are eating you up. You stop eating those foods. You start actually reading books. You start learning. You start growing. You start living a goal-oriented life, and a life where you want to contribute something to the world. And when you get rid of all those things that are holding you back, and you know exactly what they are, you know exactly what's holding you back. If we just stop making excuses for a minute and we say, okay, what's really holding us back? We know what's holding us back. And we each have different things, but we know what it is. And we're too comfortable with the pain that we're currently in to take that step outside of it and say, okay, maybe I'm willing to walk outside of this and take that risk and walk into the unknown. But when you do that, you begin this wonderful journey towards your greatness. And the dreams will change. The goals will change. That's part of life. But right now, that dream, that goal that you have right now, that's going to get you moving, starting towards that new direction. And that's really what you want. So just spend some time dreaming. Spend some time thinking about the ultimate version of yourself. Create a list of goals that are going to help you take that journey and make today the first day of the rest of your life.